host. We are having such lovely weather. Today we will be exploring a very popular upwelling zone. Here we are at the California kelp forest in the Pacific Ocean, known to be one of the most beautiful biodiversity hotspots on the planet. We have the California current right in our backyard, bringing down refreshing water from up north. With constant upwelling and of cold and nutrient-rich waters, you will always have the perfect temperature for comfortability. Today we will be speaking to some locals on why this nutrient-rich upwelling zone is incredible. Here we are with our first local, Corey the Comrade. Corey, what are your opinions on this location?
Totally radical, dude. Even though I only drop in when I'm hungry, this place is known as a common food source among us birds. There are so many sources of nutrients just moseying around. The nutrients moved around the globe with the help of convection currents. Looky here, microplankton and zooplankton. There are so many. What lazy little guys.
Okay, that's quite enough. Thank you for your time, Corey. Our next interview will be with Bob, the sea urchin. Bob, how do you feel about this upwelling zone?
Howdy, let me tell you, I feel like I'm in a housing crisis. You see, I'm a proud sea urchin, but with less sea otters, there's an overpopulation. It's boot shaking. Not only that, but with ocean acidification, our shells become softer, giving us less protection. I had hoped that this problem would be solved. Luckily, with a large supply of grub to keep me.
Well, thank you for your time, Bob. Who knew such a large supply of nutrients could have a negative effect? Our next interview will be with Jemmy the sea otter. Jemmy, how do you feel about being a keystone species? Your species keeps the balance within this ecosystem.
I love being a keystone species. It's empowering, but also overwhelming. There are so many sea urchins destroying the kelp forest. There are so many to eat. I almost need to increase the population by 10 times to get us back on track.
We're glad you have a solution. Can you explain to us how this forest receives its abundant amount of nutrients?
When upwelling occurs, nutrient-rich water travels up the continental rise, reaching our kelp forest. The upwelling provides the kelp with nutrients as well as feeding more plankton and all the animals that live in the forest, which then bioaccumulates to us at the higher trophic levels. The equatorial current travels in ocean basins, leading to the upwelling taking place.
Thank you for that explanation, Jemmy. What a lovely story featuring how nutrient-rich upwelling zones, such as the California kelp forest, influence marine biodiversity, marine productivity, and the distribution of marine species along the coastal regions. Thank you for tuning in.